Chapter 1, Video 2. We're going to be talking about data types. Okay. And we have primitive data types, reference types, static typing versus dynamic types. Okay, so primitive data types are strings, numbers, booleans, null, undefined, symbol, and big integer. Okay, going over this may not be all of them, but the most common ones. A string is a sequence of characters, must be in quotes or backticks. Okay, a number are integers as well as floating point numbers. Boolean is a logical entity, true or false. Null is an intentional absence of any object value. Okay, which we'll go over more, of course. Undefined is a variable that has not yet been defined / assigned. A symbol is a built-in object whose constructor returns a unique symbol. A big integer is numbers that are greater than the number type can handle. Okay, that one's a little, okay, we won't get that yet, but we'll eventually hit that spot to go over it. Reference types, objects, okay. Reference types or objects are non-proven value, and when assigned to a variable, the variable is given a reference to that variable. Like when we did in the previous video, we put let first name equals Joe, Joe. And what we did is we gave the variable a value of Joe. Okay? Object literals, arrays, and functions are all reference types. Okay? So static typing versus dynamic typing. JavaScript is dynamically typed language. This means we do not explicitly define the types for our variables. Many other languages are statically typed, such as C, C++, and Java. TypeScript is a superset of JavaScript which allows static typing. This can make your code more verbose and less prone to errors. TypeScript may be something you might want to look into further down the road. I suggest learning HTML, CSS, and JavaScript beforehand. Okay, but I just wanted to go over those with you. Okay, so we have a basic HTML page like before, and we're using a script, and it goes to our script.js file, which we will be working in. So we'll get the console up. What we're doing is a console login, and I'm going to put output, which will be these outputs right here. Okay, and then we're going to put type of, so it tells us what type it is. As you can see, Sarah, and then you see string afterwards. So Sarah, it's telling you it is a string. Okay, and then we put output, which would be the type of output. Okay, so we're replacing first name with output, so we don't have to keep changing it each time. Okay, that's the only reason for this right here. So after login first name, which is const first name, equals Sarah. So when we log out Sarah, okay, we get Sarah plus it's a string. Okay. So now if we were to do age, alright, so when we log out age, okay, we have a constant age equals 20. Okay, so that'll give us the number 20, and then what type of is the value? It's a number. Okay, so if we were to do the next one, which is temp, okay, as you can see, we have temp, constant temp equals 23.6, and now we have temp here in the console that we logged, and that'll equal a number also because it's a number. Okay, so next we'll be doing a boolean, which is true or false. Okay, so we'll do constant has kids equals true. So we'll log the has kids function, And as you can see, it will tell you the true, and it also tells you it's a boolean. Okay, just can't forget that our console log is down here. Okay, so you console log the variable, which is output, and then the type of what the value you want, type of. So it'd be output again. Okay, don't forget that part. So the next one is apartment number. Okay, which would be no. We have an apartment number, constant apartment number equals no. So when we have a no value, we get an object. Okay. Now also an undefined, which is the next one. We'll do score. Okay, which is labeled constant score equals undefined, and we get an undefined for the value, which it equals, and then a type of is undefined anyways. Okay, we're on ID, symbol. We have constant ID equals symbol, and we're using an ID. Okay, so let's see what we get. We get the value, which is symbol ID, and it's a symbol. Okay, that's the type of it is. Type of. Just like it's a number type, it's a symbol type. Okay, and then next we have a big integer type. So when we log the big integer, which will output n, and block of output, as you can see, it's a big integer, and then we have the actual value as it is. Okay, and don't forget the and as you can see, there is an n that's highlighted purple. That n is for there, marking it as a big integer, just so you know. Okay, next is reference types. Okay, which will be numbers. So we're on do numbers, put this back to the top. And right here, we have a constant numbers, and we have an array of numbers. Okay, so there's our array. Okay, and the type of it is an object. Okay, it's a numbers object, which is the array. Okay, so we're going to show you what the person object looks like. And as you can see, when we log the person object, it is an object also. That's the type it is. Object. Okay. Now, a function, which is a reference type also, which is our function say hi, the parentheses, and opening close brackets, console log hi. And as you can see here, our type is a function as it's labeled right here. Okay, it'll tell you which function it is. It's the say hi function, and the type of is right here. And if we were to open that up, we also have other types, okay, that you can look into. And the name of the function, as you can see, is say hi. So I just wanted to show you real quick. As you can see right here, this is all our things that we just went over. Okay, the variable Sarah, okay, and it's without the type. The 20, which is the number, the 23.6, which is the number, the true or false, which is the boolean, and the null, the undefined, and the symbol, and the big integer number. And then lastly, we have our array. We'll do person. Yeah, it was coming up as undefined. Okay, so we have all of them listed. Thank you for taking a look. I'm trying to make the video shorter. Just sometimes get a little carried away because I want you to understand certain types. But I appreciate it. Thank you. Looking forward to see you next time.